Playing video games is not a passion. You are not passionate about playing video games. It's a bait. You think you're passionate about it, but you're not, okay? The point of everything, of MMORPGs, for example, is for you to wake up and to only think about this. The first thing you think about is this world, the quests, the missions, the statistics, the characteristics, the characters, everything, all right? The world. They implement fishing, for example, which is just a job, right? A system inside of the game. Just so you can think about the fish, the next fish you'll get, the fishing rod, the tool, the return of investment, and how much you will sell it to others in virtual money, so you can get more things inside of the game, inside of the world, and they basically hack your brain. All these minutes and hours that you dedicate to playing games and that you invest in playing on having return of investment, like this one, for example, with fishing, or any other job or activity or quest that you do in the game, or basically just fighting monsters and whatever. Are you really passionate about damaging monsters in a fucking game? In a virtual world? Is that really your passion? I'm not judging, I'm just saying that it cannot be a passion. Like, it's not a passion, it's an addiction, all right? Because the developers, not only, when I say the developers, I'm not talking about the people who code, right? Because the people who code are just executants, right? They just execute tasks that have been given to them, all right, at a given time. So when I say the developers, I'm talking about the company building, investing in making the video games, all right? So those developers, what they do is that they invest money and they theorize systems to keep you in the game, to keep you playing, and so you can invest more time, more energy, and so the little systems, and they even build frustrations for people to pay even more real money or invest more time inside of the game, so that you can never do what matters to you in real life, all right? While they can, because by the time they have invested enough money to make that game and eventually have people to execute updates and everything and think about it, they can do what matters for them in real life, okay? That's a reality. While you are fishing or killing monsters or doing your quest or analyzing how much cost any item inside of this game, they are profiting off of it to do whatever they want. They can invest in houses for their family, for themselves. They can go to the restaurant with their wife. The thing that you are not even thinking about, because you are thinking about how much damage you can do to the next monster in the next few days. Do you understand? This is crazy. We live in a world where this exists, and everyone is like, they hacked your brain. Playing games is being on autopilot. Do you understand? It's really being in autopilot. You just launched any game, all right? And by any game, I mean a game that has this kind of goal. I think most games have this goal because otherwise they're not profiting enough. But I would say MMORPG specifically, okay? They want to hack your brain. They literally hack your brain so you keep playing. And it's so time sinking and sometimes money is sinking that you just invest all your time in it. And you can't do anything else because your brain can only think about it. Even the world is persistent. Even when you disconnect, you think about it because the world continues, right? You think about the items that have my items been sold? Or, oh, I'm thinking about if my friends will log in again. Or my guild, because, yeah, you create micro communities and everything. It basically is a second life, a second world, and that you want to go back into instead of the real world. And that is not right. That is not right. I hope anybody listens to that and realizes that. But you'll tell me that, yeah, we know that. We know all of that, but you keep playing. So it's not just a matter of knowing, because if you know and you keep doing it, what is it then? Tell me. If you know something is bad for you and you keep doing it over and over and over again, that's addiction, all right? It's okay to be addicted, and when I say it's okay, I mean that you can get helped for that, okay? But if you become an evangelist, and by that I mean that you defend how good it is and how much of a passion it can be, then I think that this is where it is a problem, because it's an addiction and it should not be forgotten, all right? It should not be considered as something else than an addiction, because it literally is. And if you're just a casual player, and it's just a habit of yours, okay, whatever, right? But I still think doing anything else is just better than a company that eventually will hack your brain and will have you do less things, the things you love in real life, and just over a virtual world that brings you temporary happiness for nothing, right? Okay, I think I talked enough about this, and there's so many things to talk about, specifically inside of these video games, but you got the idea. Playing video games is not a passion whatsoever. Okay, I'll end it here.